Thank you, Gary. Good afternoon, everyone. As chair of NACD's District Operations and Member Services Committee, it has been wonderful to witness how conservation districts and state and territory associations repeatedly step up to the challenge of leadership. The district officials state training recognition program honors states and territories that have developed and implemented a statewide district official training program. Those that facilitate a program that meets at least 50% of the minimum knowledge requirements identified by NACD and the National Association of State Conservation Agencies, NASCA, qualify for recognition. The DOMS committee congratulates the states that have gone above and beyond their training curriculum. On this map, states whose curriculum meets at least 50% of the minimum knowledge requirements for the district official training program are identified as bronze. Those that meet at least 75% are identified as silver. And those whose curriculum meets 100% of the NACD and NASCA recommended training elements are identified as gold. 7 states have earned gold status: Arizona, Delaware, Georgia, Kentucky, New York, North Carolina, and Virginia. Let's give these states a hand for their strong commitment to training and developing conservation district leaders. The district officials training program requires states and territories to renew their recognition every 2 years through a self-certification process. This process will kick off later this year, and we'll be reaching out to state and territory associations then with more information. On behalf of the DOMS committee, I would also like to honor those individuals who support locally led conservation efforts through the Friends of NACD program. Through one-time, annual, and lifetime donations, Friends of NACD directly supports the work of conservation districts across the country. I encourage you to look around at the lapels of your peers this week for those wearing the blue Conservation C pin that identifies our Friends supporters. If you would like to become a friend of NACD, I encourage you to visit the registration desk or make a donation on NACD's website. And thanks to all who donated when registering for this meeting. We would like to give a special thank you to our lifetime friends of NACD who have made a continuous commitment to supporting conservation districts through this program. These supporters can be identified by their handcrafted silver and turquoise pin. Will lifetime friends that are here today please stand and let's give them a round of applause. You may take your seat. Thank you again. The DOMS committee allocates a portion of the funds raised through Friends of NACD program for grants for conservation districts. Through the competitive Friends of NACD district grants programs, donations support grants up to $2,500 each for eligible member conservation districts. Since its inception in 2020, the Friends of NACD District Grants Program has awarded nearly $40,000 in grant funding to 16 districts around the country. Thanks to the generous donations of our Friends of NACD, this year we are able to again award 8 new grants. It is my honor to announce the 2023 Friends of NACD District Grant Program awardees, and they are Greene County Conservation District in Alabama, Oxford County Soil and Water Conservation District in Maine, Wilkes County Soil and Water Conservation District in North Carolina, James River Soil Conservation District in North Dakota, Oklahoma County Conservation District in Oklahoma, Benton Conservation District in Washington, Capitol Conservation District in West Virginia, and Campbell County Conservation District in Wyoming. With these grants, these 8 conservation districts will implement creative initiatives to support their customers and deliver locally led conservation. Their projects are set to address soil health, native plants, pollinators, climate resiliency, and environmental education. Please join me in congratulating these grant recipients. And again, thank you to all of our friends of NACD who make this program possible with their financial support. No matter the level of your donation, you are helping Conservation District. Next, NACD and the DOMS committee would like to recognize those in our Hall of Distinction. Since its launch in 2016, the inductees have been recognized as leaders in the conservation community. They have contributed so much to the conservation at the local, state, and national levels. I'd like to invite NACD past president Tim Palmer to join me on stage to help recognize our 2 inductees this year. Our first inductee comes from Hanover Caroline Soil and Water Conservation District in Mechanicsville, Virginia. In the 1990s, he worked for NACD as a water quality specialist. As a certified professional engineer, he served the state of Virginia for 3 decades. He now serves on his local board and is the Secretary-Treasurer of Virginia Association of Conservation Districts. Throughout his career, he has been a leader, mentor, friend, and example for many. It is my honor to recognize Mr. Don Wales. Welcome to the Hall of Distinction. The second inductee this year for NACD's Hall of Distinction is from Perry County Soil and Water Conservation District in Marion, Alabama. He is a former NACD board member and president of the Alabama Association of Conservation Districts. While serving on NACD's Forestry Resource Policy Group, he helped establish an agreement between USDA, NRCS, the Forest Service, and the National Association of State Foresters and NACD to strengthen collaboration. At home in Alabama, he is the owner of Homestead Company, a cow-calf stocker and timber operation. Congratulations to Mr. Charles Holmes. Unfortunately, Mr. Holmes could not be here with us today, but Dr. Carol Knight of Alabama Association will be accepting the award on his behalf. Dr. Knight, will you please come and accept the plaque for Mr. Holmes? Thank you. Congratulations to both Mr. Wells and Mr. Holmes on your induction into NACD's Hall of Distinction, and thank you for your many contributions in conservation. And let's give these gentlemen again another round of applause. We encourage every state and territory to select a leader to induct in this honorary group. States and territories may induct one person in the NACD Hall of Distinction each year. Details on how to submit a nomination can be found online. Thank you for helping us honor the achievements of these extraordinary conservation districts, state and territory associations, and conservation leaders. Join me in please giving them all another round of applause. Thank you. And next, I'd like to invite up Brent Van Dyke. Chair of the National Conservation Foundation. As you may know, the foundation is NACD's sister organization and supports conservation education efforts globally. Welcome, Brent.